Am I in focus? I hope I am. Hey guys, what's up? It's me. Today I'm going to be doing a studio tour. I've been meaning to do one for a while now, but I've actually recently fully finished my studio. It's only a little bit of things that I have to do now to fully finish it. So why don't I do a video? So as a quick reveal, not really, you guys have seen my YouTube videos. This is my studio. I have a decent amount of instruments in here. As you all know, I have my drum kit right there, just relaxing. I also have 2 guitars down here. And I also have this lovely piano, which is really cheap and I got for Christmas when I was like 9. So throughout my studio, I have acoustic panels, which my dad and I believe we got on eBay. We got like 90 of them on eBay. We have it all patterned around the room. For those of you who don't know, acoustic panels dampen the room and it really helps with recording, especially when you're recording percussive instruments like drums. So this area right here is my piano, and I don't really use it that much. I don't know, sometimes I fool around on it, and sometimes I use it to learn songs or something. But the cool thing about it is I can plug it into my computer and I can add effects on it to make it sound cool and stuff. So I use it every now and then if I ever need to record something with it. Now over here are my guitars, and I have 2 guitars. One that my dad and I actually found on the side of the road, and the other one my dad and I bought at Sam Ash a couple years ago. One of them is a Taylor and the other one is a Yamaha. I'll put the exact specs for them down in this corner over here in case you guys really want to know about them. I believe I've done a cover with both of these guitars. Maybe I've only done it with the Taylor, I'm not sure. I also have an electric guitar, but it's a very one at that, and I don't use it anymore. It's kind of just stashed in my room, so don't worry about that. Now over in this corner, as you guys can see, I have a rag on the wall. This is mainly used whenever I need to clean my cymbals or if I need to dust off my drum kit. I have it right here. It's pinned onto the wall, so I'm never gonna lose it. And in this corner, as you guys can see, I have all of these CDs. Basically with my band, the last 2 releases we've had, we've started selling physical CDs. And I have been the one to burn the CDs and make the cases all nice and pretty and stuff like that. This is kind of pretty essential if you're in a band, especially if you're an independent band. If you guys want me to do a tutorial on how I do these, please let me know in the poll. I'll put a poll up above. Vote if I should do it or not. It'll be cool, you know? Make mixtapes again. Bring that back. Bring back mixtapes. So also over here, I have a bunch of headphones. The ones here that I've had the longest are these Beats. I got them, I think, on eBay, used. They kind of suck. Anyone in the producing world kind of hates on Beats. They're kind of expensive for nothing, but they really aren't that bad. It's just that, like, the more I've used them, now it kind of just has like a ringing noise out of the left side. I'm assuming the speaker is probably like blown out, I'm not sure. Now my main form of headphones are these Audio-Technicas. These are my favorite headphones that I've ever bought, and I'm so happy I got them. I added this Bluetooth add-on, I think I got on Amazon for like 20 bucks, and it's so helpful, and I wear this every time I go to the airport and stuff. They're like one of the best cheap studio headphones you can get, you guys ever want. Cool headphones, get Audio-Technicas. They're worth it, thank you. And then I have these Samsung headphones, which are also studio headphones. They have the open back and everything. These I just took from my friend because she didn't want them, so they're mine. They sound alright, they work pretty well, they kind of do get the job done. It has a really long wire that doesn't disconnect. If I need another pair of headphones while mixing a song or something, And now the part of my studio that everybody sees, my drum kit. So everyone is familiar with my drum kit. It's kind of been revamped since the last time you guys have seen it because I added new drum heads on it. Black chrome drum heads instead of the regular white ones that I had. So a quick run through on the specs of my drum kit. So I have Evans drum heads, specifically it's Evans level 360 drum heads, and they're black chrome, like I said. All my cymbals are Zildjian Custom A's. My lovely Crash over here has a crack in it. I don't know if you guys can see it that well, but yeah, there's a crack in it and it's very sad. Oh, I almost forgot about my China. This China isn't a part of the Zildjian A Customs. This is actually a Sabian. It's a Sabian Holy China, I believe is what it's called. I think it's like 13 inches, I'm not sure. And the drum kit I have is the SJC Tour Kit. It's black and brass. It's my first SJC drum kit. It's the 3rd drum kit I've ever owned. It's my favorite drum kit, obviously. I use Vickfirth sticks, 7As to be more specific. And I have a Pearl double bass pedal and an Iron Cobra 200 hi-hat pedal. Now the microphones on this drum kit, I've had these microphones for years. They're the Samsung microphone drum kit. I don't know the exact name, but I always have all of the specs for all this stuff in the description. If you guys want like specific names for everything and the exact sizes of everything, it's always in the description of my videos. So yeah, I have Samsung mics on both of my toms and as the overheads and as the kick drum, and I have a Samsung mic on the resonant head of my snare drum. On the batter head of my snare drum, I have the Audix i5. And now over here is my desk which is where I edit everything, I mix everything, I produce everything. This is where everything goes. So this is my MacBook Pro. It's my baby. I love it so much. It's a 2015 15-inch MacBook Pro. I'll put all of the specs for that on the screen and in the description because it's a lot of words and I don't know it off the top of my head. I highly recommend it if you want a MacBook to start producing stuff with, especially if you're on the move as much as I am, because I travel pretty often. I really wanted a laptop instead of getting an iMac. I have no complaints whatsoever. It's a great laptop and it works perfectly for me. Now this big screen is a TV. It's a smart TV that we had laying around in my house and now it's my monitor. This setup is typically what my Logic Pro X setup is now whenever I'm recording something or mixing something or whatever. This is usually how it looks. As you can see, it's all rainbow colored because, you know, gotta love me some rainbows. Now these set of speakers that I have are actually from a thrift store that I got. I think it was like $15 or something. They're not that great, but hey, they get the job done. They're not that bad. I like to think of it as they're bad speakers, but it makes you want to mix the song more. So it sounds even nicer through bad speakers. So, yeah, that's my excuse. Now this thing here that's connected to my laptop is my baby. This is my external hard drive. I believe it's 4 terabytes. And basically that's where I have Logic Pro X, that's where I have Final Cut Pro, that's where I have Adobe Photoshop, Adobe After Effects. Everything is on this external hard drive. Basically my 2015 MacBook Pro is only, I believe, like 126 gigabytes. And I need a lot more than that to function. So I bought this 4 terabyte external hard drive and I plugged it into my laptop and everything is on that thing. And that's what I need to survive, basically. So all the microphones that records my drum kit goes into this thing, which is called the Tascam US 16x8. This interface saved my life when I first bought it, because at first I had a mixer, if you guys remember, and I switched it over to get an interface instead because interfaces are just generally better and mixers are usually used for live performances rather than, you know, recorded performances and stuff like that. I highly recommend you guys get an interface if you don't have one already. Now this interface is called the M Audio Fast Track. It's basically, I believe, a 2-input interface. And it's really small and it's kind of just used for recording like vocals or recording guitar. I don't use it that often now that I have the big boy interface, but I used to use it pretty often just for recording like easy guitar parts, or if I wanted to record my voice for like a voiceover or something and I didn't want to get my whole interface set up for it. And now over here, this is my MIDI. My girlfriend actually got me this for my birthday last year and I use it for everything. I use it for my assignments, I use it when I have to record anything. It's extremely helpful. Like all you do is just plug it into my laptop through a USB and then you just go off on it and it's great and I use it for everything and it's awesome. I have no complaints again. Now this Pokeball that I always have at my desk or behind me in my drum covers, I've had it for years. I found it once when I was rummaging through the shed in my backyard. Basically all that's in it is guitar picks. I just put guitar picks in it and sometimes I put drum tuners in it or maybe some little wires that I may have. That's kind of all I use it for. I like it, it's cute, and that's like what I have. I don't know. And now over here behind this microphone that I use sometimes is my growing camera collection. Now I don't have that many cameras, but I do love photography and I love videography and I want to definitely start doing more of that. I've started collecting lenses and cameras and stuff like that, and I used to be the photographer for my school yearbook, so I guess it's been helpful for that. I don't know. I don't know, it's all kind of just lenses and like 3 cameras. I have 2 film cameras, which is the Pentax PZ20 and then the Polaroid that I have. And then I have my old Nikon D7000. That's my dad's now, but it used to be mine. And now I have this camera, which is a Nikon D5500. And then I have a couple lenses, as you guys know. Like this one is 70 by 300 millimeters. I also have a 50 to 800 millimeter lens. It's not with me though, it's actually in my room. And over here is my 50 millimeter lens, which is also the newest addition to my lens family. This is a macro fisheye lens that I never use, but I have it. And then I have the lens that I'm using right now, which, what is it actually? 18 by 55, that's 18 by 55. And then I have another 18 by 55 on my Nikon D7000. And then if you look down here under my cameras, I have an amp that I don't really use for anything because, like I said, I don't have an electric guitar anymore. And then next to that is a camera bag and a cajon, which I haven't really recorded anything with that cajon yet, but I'm I would love to do something with it. If my band ever does an acoustic album, then definitely you guys will be hearing that cajon. So yeah, that's kind of it. That's my studio. Everything revolving around this channel is kind of based in this room. Ever since I first started doing drum covers, it was all in this room. I hope you guys enjoyed this studio tour. Like I said, I'm not completely done with it. I have some duct tape all the way over there, and I'm going to be putting duct tape on the carpet underneath my drum kit to put labels where each stand goes, kind of like what people do for like shows, because me and my band are starting to do more shows and I have to like take down my drum kit more times than I would like to. So I'd like to put it back the same way every time, so I'm gonna start doing that at some point. So until then, that's that. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for some drum covers coming up in the future. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.